Okay, picking up episode 3 of my Flickcharting, adding to my new Flickchart account all the films that I've seen. So we're going to start with this row today. I did a whole row yesterday and that took 20 minutes, so I might just do a half row today and try to keep it to 10. So first off is Akira, the anime film Akira, so let's go ahead and type that in here. We're going to add that by title. I like Akira a lot. 1988 was a great year for anime. It kind of loses me a little bit at the end, like a lot of anime does, but it's still visually stunning and a pretty great story. So, oh, and it comes up against Edge of Tomorrow, which was one of my big surprises of 2014. I really, really liked it. The marketing campaign was terrible. Loved the movie, so I'm actually going to choose it over Akira. That might not be the case if I rewatched Akira, but it's been a while since I've done that, so um, Back to the Future 3, probably the weakest of the Back to the Future movies. I do like it, but Akira's going to beat that. Snowpiercer. This is a good matchup, really good matchup. I really liked Snowpiercer. Really interesting use of the train as a metaphor. Plus, you know, good action, good cinematography and everything. So yeah, we'll give Snowpiercer the nod over Akira. Again, might change if I saw Akira again. Side Effects, one of Soderbergh's last films. Always love everything Soderbergh does. But ultimately, it's pretty high on my list right now, but I haven't ranked a lot of other Soderbergh films. I think Akira's going to beat that. It's getting close, though. Akira over 56 up. By the time you get to 56, you already kind of know a lot about these people. So yeah, confirm with Snowpiercer. So Akira's 44 out of 137. So next up is A Knight's Tale, which is surprisingly not terrible. But it's not as good as Air Force One. Oh, alright, Man of Steel. Man of Steel, I've gone through so many different feelings about Man of Steel. When I first saw it, I was like, yeah, I really like this, except, you know, the Destructo porn at the end. Then I watched it again, and there was so much more Destructo porn than I remembered that, yeah, I kind of dropped a lot after that. I kind of, you know, A Knight's Tale is not great, but it doesn't have, like, a half hour of just destroying a city. Uh, Looney Tunes versus A Knight's Tale. You know what? I'm gonna give Looney Tunes the nod on this one. Uh, In a World. Just watched this a couple weeks ago. Not as great as I was kind of hoping would be, but it's got a lot going for it. Definitely did like the feel of the film and some of the bittersweetness of it. So we'll give that the nod. 13 going on 30, not that bad as silly romantic comedies go. I think this was the first film I really remember seeing Mark Ruffalo in, and yeah, it's worth watching just for that. But I'm gonna give Knight's Tale the nod right there. Okay, hold on, I actually have to pause this recording. Alright, so continuing back, sorry for that interruption. We've got A Knight's Tale versus A Date with Judy. This is a pretty slight MGM musical, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm partial to classic MGM musicals, so that drives me right there. I'm not as partial to classic Paramount musicals. No, this one's alright, but it's, you know, we'll go with A Knight's Tale. I'm in the level of ranking right now in this kind of 90 at this point. This 90 to 100 range kind of out of 138 they're all just kind of eh. Aladdin. All right, this should be good. We haven't added too many animated films on here. I grew up with Aladdin. I was 11 when Aladdin came out. Right in the right age range. Definitely beats A Christmas Story for me. Yeah, it's gonna beat Edge of Tomorrow pretty handily. Hard Day's Night. This is rough. I'm such a big Beatles fan. This is a hard one. I think I'm gonna go with A Hard Day's Night over Childhood Nostalgia. Uh, well, Aladdin can beat The World's End. I don't know if it would beat Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz is my favorite of the Edgar Wright films. Of the Cornetto trilogy, anyway. We'll have to see when Hot Fuzz comes up. Aladdin over 500 Days of Summer. I did think 500 Days of Summer was pretty good and unique, interesting take on the romantic comedy genre. Aladdin definitely beats Interstellar. Alright, so it comes up against Hard Day's Night again. We'll confirm that right there. 19. Hit my top 20. Good job, Aladdin. Alaska. This is pretty forgettable. We'll just rush through this one quickly. This is actually a TV movie that I watched because Charlton Heston's in it as an old guy. So we'll just run through this. Yeah, Story of 12 Angry Men beats that. Don't remember if anything happened. Frankly, don't remember Alaska that much either. So we'll go with classic over non-classic. 25th Hour. Well, yeah, I didn't like 25th Hour, so I'll let Alaska win that. Abbott and Costello and Karloff can beat Alaska. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory can. Yeah, we'll take Alaska over Free Soul. Alright. What's this one here? A League of Their Own. Oh man. There's no crying in baseball. Pretty sure when I first watched A League of Their Own, I then rented it a dozen times. I really like A League of Their Own. Probably more than I should. But, you know. Western Back to the Future or A League of Their Own? Why not? Alright, well, Snowpiercer's an easy win there. Side Effects thriller versus something I watched a dozen times. Good. This was a good twist here. My nostalgia glasses are giving me problems here. Giving me some big problems. I have more warm feelings for A League of Their Own. Well, clearly Side Effects needs to be above 56 up, because that's... See, I keep, like, really stressing over this decision and then not over this one, so that means... Okay, well, Akira's gonna win that. So let's go ahead and fix that right now. Let's take Side Effects, and let's re-rank that real quick. Tomorrow... Side Effects... Snowpiercer... And the question is Ida. Ida's really good. But I gotta say, I probably did like Side Effects more, if I'm being honest. So Leave Their Own, and then over 56 up. Alright, so that moved up 2 spots. Yay! But with doing this, like, I gotta be really, really accurate, because this is the kind of thing, these are gonna get blown further and further apart as I add more films in, so if anything's 1 or 2 spaces off, it could cause things to be 200 or 300 spaces off later on. So, you know, I gotta try to be as accurate as I can. Letter to Three Wives. Otherwise known as the film Joseph L. Mankiewicz made right before he made All About Eve. It is not as good. It's alright. It's not as good. I like Air Force One better. Letter to Three Wives is just a little bit contrived. They get a letter that is one of their husbands leaving them, and they don't know which one it is that sent it, and then they have like existential crises over it. Looney Tunes. Oh, Adventureland. Adventureland's not that bad. I put it kind of low because it didn't really hit me as much as I kind of wanted it to, or as it did a lot of other people. It's probably maybe a little better than Letter to Three Wives. Unsure. Go with A Knight's Tale there, and these are the same year. Alright, I'm gonna do A Letter to Three Wives. Alright, 101 out of 142. Okay, we have time for about, well, we'll go and do Alexander. This should be fast because Alexander is a shitty movie. Alright, Christmas Story, yes. Yes, Man of Steel is better than Alexander. Addicted to Love is better than Alexander. 25th Hour is better than Alexander. I don't like Wedding Crashers. Alright, I'll let Alexander have it over Wedding Crashers. And over A Fool There Was, which was... yeah. Alright, there you go. 136 out of 143. That's about 10 minutes.